Hey, what's up guys? Mississippi Metals here, and today I'm going to do a video I'm calling The Psychology of Stacking. Before we get into it, let me remind you, I am not a professional and this is not financial advice. I'm also not a psychiatrist. But what I am is really happy when you hit that like and subscribe button, give me a thumbs up. Also, leave a comment. I don't know what it is about the YouTube algorithm, but leaving a comment seems to have the best effect on growing the channel. So I really appreciate your time. Stay to the end on this one. I think you're going to like it. So here we go. Let's get into it. The psychology of stacking. So stacking is like a drug. Yep, I said it. It's like a drug. It can be addicting. When you make a purchase, you get a dopamine hit. You get an adrenaline rush. You do, you know it's true. Now why is that? I mean, all you're really doing is turning one form of currency into another. Essentially, you're putting money in a savings account. So would you go make a YouTube video about putting $500 in your savings account? I mean, probably not. But you would make a video about picking up a new 1/4 ounce gold eagle. I know I would. You also would probably make a video picking up a nice 10-ounce RCM bar. That's video worthy, but you know, most people won't go make a video about every time they put $500 in their savings account. So what's the difference? Well, like I said, I don't know because I'm not a psychiatrist, but what I am going to do is give you a few tips on how you can not get addicted to the drug. And that's what this video is about, just being careful. So the first thing is sticking to a budget. Just imperative that you get you a budget and you stick to it, whatever that monthly budget may be. Now for some it's a lot more than others, but you know, in some of my other past videos I show how just 1 ounce of silver a week, or one every 2 weeks, you can really grow your stack that way without blowing your budget. So for me, my budget is I'm going to at least buy a 1/10 ounce of gold a month and try to at least buy 4 or 5 ounces of silver. So if I got 4 ounces of silver and I've got a 1/10 ounce of gold, there's you a nice 1/10 ounce. Focus in. Maple leaf. Come on, focus in. So boom, there we go. So we got probably about, I don't know, let's say $350. So that's my budget every month. Now there's the big debate amongst stackers about, especially with gold, should you save up to buy a 1 ounce or buy fractional? And of course the premise being you're going to pay a lot less premium buying a 1 ounce than you would if you bought, let's say you bought a 1/2 and 2/4. All right, so that's an ounce, a 1/2 and 2/4, and that's an ounce. You're going to pay a little bit more in premiums for that ounce than you did that ounce. But the other side of the argument is, you better to have some gold than no gold, because you start to save up for one of these 1 ounce gold coins, which is going to run you somewhere close to $2,000. Before you know it, something comes up and that money's gone, and it's just harder once you purchase gold to turn it back into fiat cash. So I'm in the camp that buying some gold is better than having no gold. So again, step number one to not getting addicted to stacking is be on a budget. Step number two, try to pay with cash. All right. Yeah, I don't care where you go, even my local coin shop. If you try to pay with a credit card, you're going to get charged a processing fee for that. And typically it's somewhere between 5 and 8% to pay with a debit or a credit card. All right. Let's say you are using a credit card. Well, you also have your APR on top of that, your, percentage rate on your credit card. So now you got this $25 coin that you really want to get because the price has just dropped, but you pay for it with your credit card. Well, now this $25 coin has ended up costing you $45 with all the interest rates and processing fees. So you didn't really save any money. So avoid using a credit card. Now, what are your options? I mean, with a local coin shop, that's usually the best, because now you can go in with cash, you can make a purchase, and there's no processing fees. But with your online bullion dealers, you really can't just go use cash. So your options are a credit card. All right. And we've discussed that. You got Bitcoin, and hopefully I don't have to go into why that's a bad idea to use Bitcoin to buy precious metals. And then you have a check. All right, yeah, an old school check. So they want you to write them a check. It takes 2 weeks to get it to them, another week to process the check, and then another 2 weeks for you to get your precious metals in the mail. Well, now you got 5 or 6 weeks that you're waiting on to get your precious metals. And I know that's not ideal. Now, a lot of the bullion dealers do now, they have what's called electronic check, or an e-check, where it's like a draft out of your checking account. So some of them have it online, but then a lot of them, if you will call them, you can get that set up. So, but let's say they don't. Using a check, or step number two, having patience. So have patience. That way you don't do something stupid like making a purchase that you shouldn't. I've been in this position. I know where my monthly budget on precious metals got blown because something came up. And I've thought to myself, man, I really want to go buy some precious metals. What can I do? Well, I can go sell some of my precious metals so that I can have money to buy more precious metals. Stupid, right? I mean, so I know y'all have had that thought too. So, but luckily I didn't do any of that. So patience. Have patience. Stay on a budget. All right, and then discipline. All right, just be disciplined. When I do make a stupid purchase, and we've all done it, something that I shouldn't have bought, I didn't really have the money, and I either put it on a credit card or blew some money that I shouldn't have had. Well, when I know I made a stupid purchase like that, I will go on a precious metals fast or a retreat. And what I'll do is just go 5 or 7 days without checking spot prices, without looking at my stack, with just completely break away from precious metals for about 5 days. And that resets me. All right, so now I don't have that dopamine, that adrenaline, nagging in the back of my head saying, go buy it. Oh, look, spot price just really, really dropped, man. Now's the time. You got to buy it. You got to buy it. So, again, some of these YouTube videos can be just disastrous when you're trying not to make a purchase and everybody's telling you, spot price just dipped. It's time to buy. It's time to buy. So, be careful with that. Have discipline. So, To round it out, 3 steps to not be a precious metals drug addict. Stay on a budget. Be patient. Be disciplined. You do all that and you'll be fine, because again, stacking is a great vehicle for storing your wealth, for a hedge against inflation. It's a great way to make you a more savvy investor. It's a good thing, but just like anything else, it can turn into something bad. It really can. So this video is just a warning out there, especially for newer stackers. Don't let the hype, don't let the media, don't let your own brain make you make a purchase that you're not ready to make, because I promise you that deal that was out there, it's going to come back around again. I promise it will. The world's not going to end if you don't make a purchase this month. It'll be okay. Again, the whole thing, the whole reason for stacking is to build wealth for the future. All right, it's not something you have to have right now. So just be careful with it. I hope this was helpful. I really appreciate your time. And do it responsibly, but don't forget, keep on stacking.